All right, it's preparing. It's about to go live.
You're not live yet?
It's about to. And we are now live, Pat.
All right, welcome, guys. This is the College Football National Championship. I believe this is the first college football live stream we've had.
Yeah, it is. We've done an NFL one and a college basketball one.
We have. And then the mini ones we would do end of November. Those were like just cutouts of college basketball games. So this is a first. It's definitely exciting.
Yeah, definitely very exciting. Obviously, I would have rather seen a Clemson-Alabama rematch. They've faced each other twice in the national championship. They've split them. Obviously, in the first one, they beat Deshaun Watson. In the second one, there was that famous last-second touchdown to Hunter Renfrow. And I expect this to be a good, high-scoring game. What about you, Pat?
This is actually the Clemson and Alabama actually met a third time when Trevor Lawrence beat two.
Oh, yes, you're right. You are so right. I can't believe I forgot about that one.
Yeah, but this game right here, I mean, we were expecting another Alabama-Clemson matchup, but it's Ohio State. And, I mean, Justin Fields in that last game, he played the game of his life. I mean, before that game, I mean, people were saying he was going to be the number 2 pick in the draft to the Jets. And I not only thought that he wasn't going to be the number 2 pick, I mean, based on how he played in the Big Ten Championship and for most of the season, I was saying he might have to stay for another year of school. I mean, he wasn't playing at a very high level. But that game against Clemson completely shifted, where he should be drafted. And I think this game against Alabama is going to be a big test for him for where his draft stock will be heading into the NFL.
I agree with you. Pat, I have a good question for you. Where do you think Justin Fields' draft position would be right now if he stayed at Georgia?
If he stayed at Georgia, he would definitely be the starter. He would have to beat out JT Daniels, which he definitely would have done. But, I mean, I don't think it would be that high because Jake Fromm, he wouldn't have played much last year because Jake Fromm was still there. So this would have been his first season. So I don't know how much draft position teams would be looking at for him because they just hadn't seen much of him play. So I think he would stay for 2 years because I don't think unless you're Trubisky, and that was a horrible pick because he was a 1-year starter on Carolina. I think that you have to play 2 years in college to get a real idea of what kind of a prospect he is.
Well, I mean, if you look back at the draft, Mel Kiper actually had Trubisky going first overall, which I think is insane. Especially when you guys got like
Browns.
Yeah, to the Browns. Especially insane when you guys got like Mahomes, Myles Garrett, Deshaun Watson, Christian McCaffrey, bunch of guys in that draft.
Yeah, great draft. That was probably the best running back draft we've had in a long time.
Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones, James Conner, just a bunch of guys. Alvin Kamara, second rounder.
Who else?
Sermon's down.
Oh, Trey Sermon, the running back, transferred from Oklahoma. He is out of the game.
Yeah, he's walking back to the locker room.
And Najee Harris is probably going to be. I mean, have they announced the Doak Walker Award yet? I don't think they have. They?
It's going to be between him and Travis Etienne.
Yeah, it's either him, Etienne, and I think Breece Hall from Iowa State are the finalists. So
Iowa State, really, Matt Campbell's produced some good running backs, obviously with David Montgomery and now with Breece Campbell.
No doubt.
Breece Hall, not Matt Campbell's the coach.
Yeah, Breece Hall, David Montgomery. They know how to produce running backs. But Matt Campbell, he was getting interest from NFL teams, but he said he wants to stay at Iowa State, which I completely understand. I mean, I don't think he'd want to go to like the Jets or the Lions.
Hello.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he would want to go there either, Pat. But going on is Najee. Who do you think gets the Doak Walker, Najee or Etienne? And if you were the deciding factor.
It's a really tough decision. I mean, I want to give it to Etienne because he's shattered like every ACC record. I believe Dalvin Cook had the record before that. I can't remember exactly who he passed, but he was setting all the records for like total yards in a season, everything. So, and people thought that he should have gone to the draft last year. So surprised that he came back. So I think that, you know what, I don't know who to – I'm going to say Najee Harris just because I feel like it's hard not to give it to him because of the year Alabama's having and obviously recency bias. They obviously choose the awards before the playoffs, but I'm going to say Harris by a smidge, but I'm not going to be disappointed with who wins it.
Pat, where do you think Chuba Hubbard will go in the draft?
Well, I think what it comes down to is what teams need a running back that don't have like what team's biggest need is a running back. And obviously him dropping out, that's going to hurt his draft stock, opting out of the season. So I'm looking up and down. I'm going to pull up the draft order right now.
I don't think Chuba Hubbard's like projected to be above a third-round pick. Looking at, I don't know whose mock draft I was looking at, whether it was McShay or like Walter Football. I don't know who I was looking at, but I don't think he's projected to be, or CBS Sports.
Oh, Jalen Waddle's back in the game. Came back from injury. He's inside the 10. Huge play for Alabama.
Yeah, huge play on the shovel pass by Mac Jones. Aaron Rodgers' specialty.
Okay. Jacksonville, they'll take Trevor Lawrence. We all know that. Jets, I don't know if it's Fields, but I think they'll take a quarterback. Dolphins, I could see the Dolphins taking Justin Fields because, I mean, is Tua really – I mean, have we seen enough from –
are the Dolphins going to trade Tua for Deshaun Watson? That's another thing. That's another rumor flying around the world of the NFL.
Well, they've already said that. The Texans have said that they're not going to trade Watson.
But I think Watson wants to get traded. That's the issue.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they do there.
Hey, Pat, they already got a comment for you. We got Brendan Puckett in the comments yelling out, Pat DiNucci, your nickname in the last live stream, Pat DiNucci, after the great Cowboys quarterback Ben DiNucci. But yeah, thanks for watching, Brendan.
We appreciate the support.
There's a million Watson rumors. Yeah, I agree, Brendan. There's a ton. I don't know what to believe, especially with the dysfunctional organization that is the Houston Texans.
Yeah, they got a lot of like B receivers. I think that
Will Fuller's their best receiver.
The problem's just got to be the ownership, and they've never had a coach and a GM because Bill O'Brien thinks he can be Belichick and have the power of both positions, but he clearly can't.
3rd and goal. Yeah, but obviously Brandon Cooks, like he has a bunch of receivers that are out of their prime besides Will Fuller, but Brandon Cooks, he was good in New Orleans, good with Tom Brady. Randall Cobb, great in Green Bay, not so great in Houston. Just a bunch of washed up guys I see.
I mean, they traded for Brandon Cooks. They gave away all the draft picks. Did not get a first-round pick for David Johnson. Like,
DeAndre.
Market. Do they want to get wide receivers who can't stay healthy? Because like it was the best receiver draft, so you could have used that pick to get. There were going to be Pro Bowl receivers that could be taken in like the 2nd, 3rd round. It was that deep. I mean, you saw Chase Claypool, what he became.
Chase Claypool, KJ Hamler. Who else went deep? Obviously, you got Denzel Mims went deep. He hasn't had the greatest career so far. But a great wide receiver draft. CeeDee Lamb, Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy. Who we could go? Justin Jefferson. I can't forget him. Either him or Justin Herbert is going to win Rookie of the Year.
Oh, no doubt.
Offensive.
And the Eagles passed on him for Jalen Reagor,
who's been absolutely terrible. And Doug Peterson, he got fired, which I don't know if I like that move. I thought it would have been good to see him work with Jalen Hurts, but I don't know what they want to do with him.
Yeah, before the Sunday Night Football game last week, I would have said he deserves another year. But after seeing him bench Hurts for Nick Sudfeld, that was a horrible decision, a horrible way to start off. Because they're going to trade Wentz. He's going to demand a trade. I assume that he gets one.
I agree.
That was a horrible way. Horrible note to leave off of. So yeah,
I think that move costed him his job really because it showed like everyone was calling him out for like not playing 100%, kind of throwing that last game versus the football team to try to make sure the Giants didn't get in, because obviously they're more rivals with the New York Giants than they are with the Washington football team, I would say.
Yeah. Okay, I got a question.
All right.
So we know after watching last night, the Bears, they need a new quarterback. We all know that. Trubisky.
I don't know.
I was wrong.
I don't know if the Bears need new. I think they might roll one more year with Trubisky, Pat.
Okay, let's just assume they move off of him. Who would you take? Jones, Trask, or Wilson? Let's take Lawrence Fields out of the
obviously
debate.
Lawrence and Fields aren't going to be available when the Bears are drafting, but I think they should go with offensive lineman with their first round move. But obviously I want to see what Mac Jones does in this game, Pat, but I was a big Kyle Trask guy up until that bowl game where he got absolutely smoked by Oklahoma. So that's my issue with Zach Wilson. I don't know much about him because, like, BYU, they've produced some great quarterbacks. Obviously, you got Steve Young, Jim McMahon, who actually won the last Bears quarterback to win a Super Bowl. But Zach Wilson, I don't really know. I'm going to go with Mac Jones on this one, especially if he plays well tonight. And Pat, I'm live on TikTok, guys. Pat and I were live on the YouTube channel. The link is in our bio. So if you're on TikTok right now, head over there and you see both Pat and I right now. So head over to the YouTube right now. And Pat, what are your thoughts on that one?
So I'm in the boat of they should take a quarterback. Yes, they need an offensive line, but I think that there's going to be a quarterback because they have the 20th pick. I think that, well, I can't really say that because they don't really have tradable assets, but yeah, I think that they got to rebuild the offensive line first because I don't think anyone's going to do well in that offense. So I say they take a really good offensive lineman. How good this draft is in that category, I don't know, but they'll try to get someone to rebuild because that's clearly the weakness. Because, I mean, Montgomery has no hole to run through, and he was still able to have a great season. But that's all him. So they need a line to give any quarterback time. But I think that there's going to be one of those available QBs late in the round. So my pick, I'm going to take away recency bias. I'm going to take just who looks like the best NFL prospect out of those three based on what I've seen play, based on competition, stats. I'm going to go with Kyle Trask because, I mean, let's excuse the game against – he played good in the SEC.
He did play great in the SEC championship. He played great versus Bama. And touchdown Alabama, Najee Harris with the rushing touchdown so far. And then, Pat, I got to say what's up to Warren in the TikTok live. Warren, go everyone in the TikTok live, check us out on YouTube. I'm live with Pat on YouTube right now watching the Alabama-Ohio State game. Link is in our bio. Check us out there. And, Pat, go on to what you were saying.
So, and if you want to, anyone on TikTok planning on going on the YouTube stream, feel free to ask us any questions. We'll be happy to answer.
Yeah, we'll be happy we'll be happy to answer any questions you guys have, whether it's on the TikTok or the YouTube. I'm looking at both right now and I have the questions. So, yeah, let's go. Pat, finish your statements on what you thought.
Yeah, back on the Kyle Trask statement. Take away the game against LSU and take away the Cotton Bowl.
Well, I don't know if the game against LSU is technically his fault because, I mean, they were going to win that game until they threw the shoe and got LSU in a field goal range.
Okay, fair enough. So let's just take away the Cotton. Yeah, let's take away the Cotton Bowl.
Take away the Cotton Bowl. It's way closer, I feel like.
Yeah. He was leading the league. He was leading the nation in touchdown passes with about 43, I'm pretty sure. And he looked like the most comfortable quarterback. I mean, this was a guy who got benched for Felipe Franks in college, who's now at Arkansas. And he doesn't look that great.
Felipe Franks, I don't think he has a future in the NFL, do you?
No way. He's in the same category as, like, I put him in that, like, Sam Ehlinger boat. You know,
Sam Ehlinger. I thought he was going to be like a 6th rounder maybe, but he did not really look good that year. He didn't mature as much as I thought he would be.
Yeah, same. And obviously Tom Herman got fired, so that hurt them. But,
do you like Steve Sarkisian going to Texas? Do you like that move, Pat?
I like the move because, I mean, you look at former Alabama coordinators, obviously Kirby Smart got to a national championship pretty soon.
There's Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss now.
Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss. I'm hearing that Adam Gase might be the offensive coordinator for Alabama.
Oh boy, Adam Gase. No, that gives Jets fans PTSD. And Dolphins fans. Just look how much better Brian Flores has done in Miami compared to Adam Gase, just 2 years removed of the Adam Gase era.
Yeah, no, true. Tannehill with Gase, much different player than with the Titans.
Oh,
But
completely different player, Tannehill. He's in a system. He's got Derrick Henry. He's got A.J. Brown and Corey Davis. A.J. Brown, great receiver. Corey Davis, above average receiver, I would say.
like
Way better system.
Yeah. Go on.
But anyway, Pat, I got a good question. We got one from the TikTok. Who do you like better, Kirk Cousins or Big Ben?
So I'm gonna take this question as if I could have one for the next 3 to 5 years. Who am I taking? I'm gonna take Kirk Cousins.
I would take Big Ben, even though Big Ben might retire this year, next year, or 2 years. The reason I like him better is because Big Ben, he can go and get you the playoffs. Kirk Cousins, he does not look that good. He looks like he's old. Big Ben, I mean, he threw for 500 yards yesterday. Granted, 60 passing attempts. It was garbage time, but Big Ben looked great this season. I think he's going to win a comeback player of the year. But I just think the Steelers they were overrated. They played a very easy schedule. I think they will be back and better next year. That's just my take on the Steelers.
I'm going to have to disagree with that. I think that Big Ben, he regressed immensely as the season went on. I mean, went 1-5 to close. Yeah, he threw for 500 yards, but I mean, 400 of those were in garbage time. So I mean, he couldn't. He just looks old, unathletic, slow. I mean, there's a reason that Brady and Breeze can look comfortable well into their 40s, and Ben can't. It's because you can just tell, Ben's put on some weight. He just doesn't look. He used to be athletic. He used to have a big arm. He used to be able to sling it. That's why I say, like Josh Allen, people are comparing him to Big Ben. And I kind of agree. That's what Ben used to be. But he's looking unathletic. He hasn't really been able to throw that much of a deep ball, even with those receivers. So I think the Steelers are the one team that no one's talking about that should draft the QB. But I just don't think you can. 3 to 5 years, I am not taking Ben Roethlisberger. I'm taking Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, you have the right to take Kirk Cousins on that, and I think
both of those.
What, Pat?
Oh, go ahead. I think both of those guys would be regular season quarterbacks. I don't think you can win with them anymore.
I think you can get one more year out of Big Ben. I really do. It's kind of like
one more year, maybe.
One more year, one last hurrah. I think as long as you have Mike Tomlin coaching on your sideline, you guys are going to be competitive. It's like Mike Tomlin hasn't had a single season below 8-8. He hasn't had a single season below 8-8. He is a top 3 coach in the NFL, top 5 at worst. Obviously, you got your Belichick's, your Andy Reid's, your Sean McVay's, but Mike Tomlin's definitely in that discussion.
Oh, no question. He's definitely, I would say he's top 5. Wait. Yeah, I would say he's top 5. He's definitely in that range. I got to think about each coach, but yeah, he's definitely up there. But you can't blame the loss yesterday to the Browns on, you can't really blame it on Tomlin because all those mistakes, that was bad snaps, that was poor decisions by Big Ben. Mike Tomlin knows defense. So he's done his job this season. They were first in sacks. They were first in sacks allowed. But the problem was that they couldn't run the ball this year, and that's kind of what the Steelers have been able to do. So that's why they struggle for most of the year. So I'm going to say that 1 year at most left with Big Ben.
I would agree with you on that one. But I think we got Brendan in the comments said, how do you think the Steelers would look? Or he thinks the Steelers would be good with Matt Stafford. What do you think, Pat, on that one?
It's not going to happen because he's locked into a pretty big contract.
I think he's getting traded though. There's big rumors. There's the Colts that he is rumored to go there. Personally, I think Dak Prescott would be great with the Colts.
Oh, he would be great with the Colts because he's used to having. When he was a rookie, he was playing with that Cowboys O-line.
Yeah, it was a great O-line. And then the Colts have the best O-line. Then you got running backs Marlon Mack, Nakeem Hines, and Jonathan Taylor, who is a beast, Jonathan Taylor. Then you got Michael Pittman and T.Y. Hilton, great receivers. Then you got, who's our tight ends now?
Jack Doyle.
Jack Doyle, that's, yeah. I'm like, It's not Kobe Fleener anymore, but yeah, Jack Doyle. Like, that's a good team. That's a good offense.
Yeah. I feel like we should get a little bit more of the game but everything you said was right on. I think we should. I mean, we are doing a live stream for the game, so we're gonna take a few
focus more
minutes,
back in the game.
focus more on the game. So it's 7-0 Alabama. Ohio State 2nd and 10 inside the Alabama 45.
Yeah, Alabama's got
Justin
the ball
Fields.
inside the 45. Pat, what do you think Justin Fields like think you're in the mind of Tony
what a catch.
predicting the play?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Oh, my bad. Like, how do you think Ohio State attacks this Alabama defense on this drive? Oh, that was a great catch. That was a great catch.
I think that they rely on the passing game. I know that sounds that might be contradictory because obviously Fields had that huge hit. So if his ribs are blistered or like not very comfortable, we'll see how that impacts throwing motion. But I think that, and now we got a rushing touchdown for, who is that? Teague.
Touchdown, Ohio State.
7-0. Master Teague. Great name.
Yeah.
Great name.
Yeah. That's like Storm Duck for North Carolina. Great names. Master Teague, 8-yard rushing touchdown. Master Teague the third. That's even better. So,
that's
and then you got what was that? I forget his name. Big Nut. That's the big Buckeyes fan. He's like, he goes to every game. And Master Teague, Storm Duck for North Carolina. Just a lot of great names in college football that you don't see. I mean, you got your Clinton Dixes, your Prince Amukamara's.
What is this again? Like,
great names in football.
Oh, yeah. Clinton Dix, Prince Amukamara.
Ndamukong
Suh. DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
Oh, I remember DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
Mm-hmm. But back to your question about how does Ohio State win? Seems like running the ball's been effective, especially if Fields can't throw. Kind of put some pressure off of him. Obviously, they can throw it though because they got Chris Olave, great receiver.
Yeah. And Pat, I'm looking at TikTok. We got Warren Campen. What's up, Warren? He's a big fan of the show. Warren, we're actually live on YouTube as well. Pat and I both are live on YouTube, so you want to check us out there. The link is in the bio.
If you have any questions for us, please let us know.
Yeah, because we're live on YouTube too, Warren. So most people are over there. But yeah, keep the questions coming, guys. We like to answer it, whether it's NFL. We answer anything, but obviously, let's keep the more off-topic questions for the commercial breaks. I feel like that would be better. Like right now, it's commercial break. So
commercial right now.
If you have a question about the NFL, college basketball, MLB, whatever, do it now more during the commercial breaks. Warren's in the YouTube now. What's up, Warren? So yeah, put the more non-game questions. I mean, obviously there'll be a little crossover, but non-game questions, let's do that more during the commercial break. All right, we got a good one.
You got a good one?
Travis in the comments is saying, favorite quarterback of all time. Pat, go first.
Favorite quarterback of all time. Ooh, well, a lot of these guys I didn't get to see play. So
yeah, I feel like you got to have guys you could play.
Yeah, but
I've seen play.
Based on what I've seen, it's probably got to be either John Elway or Dan Marino. I've seen some of the highlights.
I don't know. Let's do guys we've seen play live. Like we've actually seen them on our television. We grew up with them watching. It's like your Peyton Mannings, your Brett Favre's, that sort of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, John Elway and Dan Marino, great choices. I'll do mine while you think. I gotta go with. I'm gonna go with a younger guy and an older guy I grew up watching. I love these two guys. I loved watching growing up. Drew Brees and Peyton Manning. Loved them. I had a Peyton Manning jersey on the Colts, Peyton Manning jersey on the Broncos. Really enjoyed watching Peyton play. I loved how he played. And then obviously one of my favorite quarterbacks is the guy for Kansas City. I'm wearing a Kansas City Monarchs hoodie right now, but Patrick Mahomes. I got to go with my boy down in Kansas City. I got a shirt under City of Champions. It's the Kansas City skyline. Yeah, so I'm repping my boy. Pat Mahomes down in Kansas City. So yeah, him and Peyton Manning, definitely my two favorite quarterbacks I've seen.
Great choices. I'm going to go with my favorite quarterback. I'm going to go with my favorite one to watch like right now at this moment. And I'm going to say it would have to be Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, good pick.
Bill's offense just looks so fun to watch. Obviously, you got Diggs, but it just seems like I would put him in the same, depending on how we finish off the postseason, I would put him in the same category as Mahomes. I'm not saying he's as talented as Mahomes.
Oh, I think Josh Allen's a top 5 quarterback in the league, along with Watson. You could throw who else? Rodgers, definitely. Wilson, all these guys. Honestly, maybe even Tom Brady. He's really picked it up.
Oh, no doubt. Especially with Tampa, he's been able to flourish really well. But, yeah, I think Josh Allen, he's going to become one of the best quarterbacks in the league. You know, obviously he's putting up ridiculous numbers. He should be in the MVP conversation because of what he can do, not only with his arm, but with his legs as well. So that's my favorite quarterback right now. But if I'm going to go back to the past years, I really liked watching when he was in the league. I wish Andrew Luck was still playing in the league.
Oh, Andrew Luck, you know, great pick.
Obviously, he's the guy that he was drafted in 2012 to end the Peyton Manning era. And, I mean, that was a dumpster fire of the Colts roster.
That was a great catch by Devontae Smith.
Yeah, best receiver in the league.
Devontae
Smith, yeah,
for
Andrew
sure.
Josh Allen, probably favorites that I've seen play myself. But let's get back to the game because Devontae Smith.
Yeah, great play right there. But first, we do got a question from Warren. This will be quickly because I have my answer known for sure. Is Kirk Cousins the answer for the Vikings? Heck no.
No.
I don't even think we need an explanation. They got to draft a guy, maybe a Mac Jones with their pick or a Kyle Trask. The problem with Kyle Trask's name is if he's terrible, he's going to be called Kyle Trash. That's just an unfortunate name. He's going to be Kyle Trash if he's at Trubisky level. That's just how it's going to be.
But, yeah, he's put in a difficult situation there. But, yeah, Minnesota's got to draft a quarterback. If you can't win a Super Bowl at some point with a guy, you know he's not the guy. You can't be average in the NFL at quarterback and expect to win big. You can't have the third or fourth best quarterback in the division and expect to win in the playoffs year after year.
I totally agree with that, Pat. Totally agree. As I'm a little behind you. Is this little 7-yard gain out to that's who is that, number 8? Is that Mechie?
John Mechie.
Yeah, John Mechie.
Yeah, we're synced, I think.
And then so I think Alabama's going to win this game. I think they will beat Ohio State. I just think obviously you got the 5 extra games, more experienced, they're better played together. And I think they're just an overall better team. But the thing is, just like I feel like there's such a talent gap between the 3 schools of Clemson, Alabama, and Ohio State. Like you watch Notre Dame, they got demolished. Unfortunately, you're a Notre Dame fan. Cincinnati lost to Georgia, who Georgia did not play well this year. You got teams, Texas A&M, I think would have been the best, should have been that 4 seed.
Yeah, I think Texas A&M would have given Alabama a run. I got to say about Notre Dame, though, I was impressed that they did not give up 50 points. I think it definitely could have been worse, but they just couldn't execute. It was difficult to watch, definitely. But, I mean, they're like the Cincinnati Bengals of New Year's 6 bowl games. They can't win one.
Yeah, would definitely agree. And then, and here's a good one. We can count this for I'm going to assume this is live, like at the arena. Favorite team you've ever seen play? Travis said the 2018 Bears. I'm going to go with the 2016 Chicago Cubs. That team was just electric. It was just it was just crazy times to be a Cubs fan. Snapping the 108-year streak. You had but back, obviously our dynasty window is closed. Our championship window is closed now, but we had all the future promise in the world with Rizzo, Baez, Aston Russell, who turned out to be terrible, Bryant, Schwarber, just the whole future. And just to see that squander, really disappointing to me, but it really makes 2016 even more special.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it seems like the Cubs are just giving up at this point. I mean, Darvish to the Padres, obviously. Schwarber signed
For
to the
literally
Nats.
for a bucket of baseballs and a pack of Big League Chew. That's really what they got in return for you, Darvish.
What, Zach Davies?
They got Zach Davies, who is a third, fourth starter at best. At best. And then they got a bunch of no-name prospects.
I mean, it seems like it just reminds me of in the NFL. It just reminds me of the Hopkins trade. It just seems like they're not getting any.
Here, Pat. I'm gonna grab a water. Quick second. Keep going on your point. I'll be back literally 5 seconds. My fridge is right there. So keep talking.
All right. While we're on this break, if you guys have any questions, Andrew will let me know, and we will answer your questions soon.
See, I'm already back, Pat. Already.
Yeah,
back.
Just like that. We're back, and we got time for more questions.
All right, yeah, we got a good one. Who do we think's winning the NFC and the AFC? I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. I did a solo episode, just me and my predictions. I said Chiefs, Saints, Super Bowl. Drew Brees goes out on top. So that's to answer your question, Brendan. And then, yeah, Money Mitch did win the Nickelodeon valuable player. Did you see that, Pat?
Yeah, that was funny. I watched like a quarter of that game. I could not watch any more of it on Nick. I had to go to CBS with Romo.
I didn't watch any of it on Nick. It was all on CBS for me.
You didn't miss anything. It was horrible.
I saw like all the memes on Barstool that they posted.
Oh, yeah.
What do I think of the Cubs' moves this offseason? You mean lack of moves? That's pretty much the lack. Besides the Darvish move, they really haven't done anything. Like, I want them to re-sign Jeremy Jeffries. But they really haven't done anything. Like,
yeah, I mean,
no bell ring. They haven't signed. No, this has been a slow free agency. No one's been signed. I'm pulling up.
They're not trade Contreras. You don't just.
No, they should not trade Contreras. They should trade Chris Bryant because he's not going to want to re-sign with this team. Yo, what's up? If you're on the TikTok live stream, head over to the YouTube live stream. I'm live with Pat there, so link in bio. But yeah, Contreras, Cubs got to save him, build around him and Baez. Bryant, you trade. He's not going to want to re-sign, and then you get something in return from him. You will still get somebody to overpay for Chris Bryant.
No, I was saying that I was hearing talks that they would trade him.
Oh, I think Jed Hoyer said it was false. It's not going to happen.
Oh, okay, good.
All right. Yeah. Looking at it, the Cubs move so far, they have released pitcher Colin Ray, and that's about it. Besides the Darvish trade, that's all the Cubs have done.
I mean, if you're going to talk about teams in the NL that are actually making moves, I mean, we just saw Francisco Lindor to the Mets. That's
what a great trade for the Mets. That was a steal for the Mets.
I think the Indians had to rebuild. I think they got to realize that.
Oh, my bad.
Wow.
Najee Harris just took down like 5 Ohio State guys that tackle. But yeah, go on what you're saying about the Mets trade.
Yeah, obviously the Indians. I mean, they're a really talented team. They're gonna make the playoffs every year, but I think they realize that we're not on the same levels. The asterisks, the Yankees,
the asterisks.
So, yeah, so they had to move on. And obviously, we got Jacob DeGrom. They got some good pieces.
Yeah,
I don't think they're not going to compete with the Yankees in terms of like the premier baseball team in New York, because I think they will.
I think they will.
Eventually.
I think they will. I think the Mets will.
Yeah, I think they'll eventually get to a World Series, but the Mets are definitely trending in the right direction, and the NL is getting stronger, and the Cubs are just.
The NL Central's not getting any stronger. I can tell you that.
Did not feel like a rebuild.
Yeah, I think they want. I think Hoyer wants a retooling, like just do bad this year, and then we'll be back there next year.
Exactly.
Kind of what like the Yankees did.
Yeah, the Yankees. I mean,
they were bad for 1 year, and then they were back.
Yeah, just like that. The great franchises can bring it back. But going back. Oh, you gonna say something?
Oh yeah, Pat. One last baseball question. Do you think Molina should re-sign with St. Louis? I think yes, because I think he should just stay in St. Louis. He's been there his whole career. But no, I don't like Yadier Molina. I want him out of my division. I want him out of the Cubs division, so I don't gotta face him because he's a Cub killer. So get him out, in my opinion.
It would be nice if he could leave, but I see him resigning. I think he likes it in St. Louis.
Najee Harris, just short. about the
It is
2-yard
second
line, I'd
goal.
say.
Second goal at the 3. Oh, huge stop by the Ohio State defense. Justin Hilliard. And that is the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, big stop will be 3rd and goal, and they have to walk. Yeah, Najee Harris is down like the 6-yard line. They'll have to walk all the way to the other side of the field to start the second quarter. 7-7, Ohio State, Alabama.
Yeah, great play to end the first quarter for the Buckeyes. It's been a good first quarter. We should be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. And let's keep the 7-7, Brendan, end of the first quarter, tie game. Keep those questions coming. We don't care what sport it is. Just keep those questions coming. Whether it's
if it's a cricket question, we'll try to answer it. Might not be very good, but
I don't know if we know any cricket.
I mean, if we have any.
Oh, Pat, I got a good question. I made this one up, but who's your favorite guy on College Game Day, the football version?
Favorite guy in College Game Day?
Yeah.
I'd say it's probably the.
My favorite, my favorite is Desmond Howard. I really like Desmond Howard.
Desmond Howard. Yeah, Desmond Howard's good. Obviously, you got Lee Corso, Kirk
Fan favorite. Oh, I love Kirk.
Joey Galloway. I like Joey Galloway for the studio.
Studio. He's with was he with Chris Cotter or Kevin Nagandi? Matt Berry, maybe. I don't know who he's with. But he's with one of those guys. He's with David Pollock. He's with Maria Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a good question from Brendan, Pat. Which root beer is the best?
I'm gonna go with Barks. I like the caffeine.
I think every live we have a root beer question.
We had one on the last one, I remember.
I know, yeah. I said out of the big 3, Barks, A&W, mugs, I'm gonna go A&W, Barks, mugs as my rankings.
I'm gonna go Barks, A&W, mug.
Like, I got nothing against mug. I'll drink it. Just I think A&W and Barks are better.
No, it's not. It's not a knock on mug at all. It's just if I had to choose one, which would I take?
Yeah. The thing I like about A&W more, it's really foamy. I like the foamy root beer.
Yeah, I like the foam too. Especially, I'm not a huge fan of like root beer from the can. Well, no, not the can. From the bottle. I don't really like that. I feel like it has a weird taste.
So you're a can or a soda machine guy?
Yes.
All right.
What about you?
Makes sense. All right. Oh. All right, Pat, here, answer. Who's your favorite NFL team of all time?
Like year and okay, favorite NFL team of all time. Favorite NFL team, like franchise or like
whatever. Because just I'm gonna say you're the Bears, you're number one. I went and ran to my fridge because the next question is, what is your favorite orange soda? And I'd go get it because this is my favorite out of 3 orange sodas, out of Fanta, Orange Crush, and Sunkissed Orange. I'm going with Sunkissed Orange. That is my favorite orange soda.
I think you're the first person I've met who that's his favorite orange soda.
No,
I don't see that a lot.
Trevor Metz, his favorite. Touchdown, Alabama.
Who is it? Heisman gets in the end zone. Yeah.
On the play action pass. That was like a screenplay too. But touchdown, Alabama.
I'm going to answer the question about favorite NFL team. Other than the Bears, because we know my number 1. My number 2, I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans. I like what I've seen from Ryan Tannehill. Obviously, he's great in play action. I like Derrick Henry. Obviously, 2,000 yards rushing. It's my favorite running back to watch. And then A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, always good receivers. And then I love that. I love the Titans. They were kind of a laughing stock in the league, but they've really clicked enough. They're a fun team to watch. They can do a lot.
Yeah, definitely good pick. But yeah, Pat, I've actually met a lot of people who like Sunkissed orange soda. I think the worst is Fanta. But like Frank the Tank from Barstool Sports, big orange Sunkissed fan.
I've not had Sunkissed in a while, so I might have to remind myself. But Yeah, I can't really tell much of a difference. If I'm going to be honest.
I'm just not a big Fanta guy. Fanta anything. Keep those questions coming. We got a healthy amount of viewers right now. We've fluctuated from anywhere from 6 to 10 tonight, so pretty good.
Very good.
We'll take that any
We're going to keep
day.
this live stream going. We're going to keep it going until halftime, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and then we'll probably take a couple less questions, wrap it up, and then second half, we're just going to watch it ourselves.
Yeah. Cooper Dirks may make an appearance.
Yeah.
We'll see as the
John Lagerman, is he going to come in? We don't know.
It's going to be a surprise for all of us.
No, I could tell you in a minute. All right, Pat, narrate the game while I see what's going on with them. All right.
Yeah, obviously.
Kickoff.
This is Ohio State gets the ball. Can they match Alabama's touchdown? We'll see. I think they're going to have to do running the ball because we'll see how comfortable Fields looks in the pocket. It's going to be interesting to see what they're able to answer from Alabama's score. But yeah, here we go. They're going to take the snap. Fields. Let's see how they start off this drive.
Cooper did not answer, so I don't know about that one. Who's my least favorite baseball team not in the NL Central? Chicago White Sox. Or Houston Astros. One of those two. Brendan. His Fields, nice pass, bullet pass to who's number 6 for Ohio State? Williams.
I don't know any of the receivers other than Olave.
Yeah, Olave's pretty good, but that's Williams. Ohio State's one team I watched one game of theirs. That was the Clemson game all season. I watched parts of the Northwestern game. But I've definitely
Hold on one second. I'm going to go get some water.
All right, Pat. I'll keep the YouTube going as Justin Fields hands the ball off for a 2-yard gain. It will now be 2nd and 8. As perhaps maybe a little scrum going on between the Alabama and Ohio State players, the linemen. Do I know the Gophers running back? I do not, but Tanner Morgan is a good quarterback on Minnesota. Warren. So yeah, let's test my play. Oh, 2nd and 7 actually, as Fields is in the shotgun. Let's test my play-by-play out. Fields drops back, surveying the field. He's under pressure. 31, he's chasing him. He's out of the pocket, and he will just dump this ball onto the sideline. 3rd and long for this Ohio State Buckeye offense. Not terrible, guys. Not terrible. Rate my play-by-play right there. On a scale of 1 to 10. Rate my play-by-play right there. Not terrible at all.
Back.
Pat's
down
back.
7.
You missed it, Pat. I was doing my play-by-play. Let's see what I told them to rate me 1 through 10. Let's see how they rate me.
Ooh, Fields. Oh, great catch. Wait, I didn't interrupt the play-by-play, did I?
No, I was doing it for one play.
Okay.
All right, we got a 10 in the chat. Let's go. For my play-by-play on a scale of 1 to 10.
10.
Oh, Mohamed Ibrahim, the running back for the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
What about him?
All right, I got a solid 8 or 9 on my play-by-play. I got a 10 and a solid 8 or 9. I'll take that, Pat.
That's good. I mean, I
Pat.
did, but
all right, Pat. Here, I'll be play-by-play. You be color guy for the next.
Okay.
We might be a little off, so you might just have to react to the play that happened before because I'm on Hulu. So
yeah,
as Fields get the ball, he hands it off to the run. I don't know what that running back is. Number 33. Oh, it's Marcus. It's Master Teague. Are you kidding me? We're gonna do another play. It's Master Teague. We're gonna redo that one, Pat.
Wait, did you just see the incomplete pass on 2nd and 9?
I'm watching that right now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pause.
You're one play ahead of me. Literally, all you have to do is pause it for about like 5 seconds, probably.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'm watching the replay right now.
I'm gonna stop it.
Stop it right before they snap it, and I'll tell you to start.
Let me know when they snap the ball on 3rd and 9.
All right, now.
Okay, there we go.
That was cool. All right.
Fields in the pocket.
All right.
Wait.
Actually, I thought they were going to snap it, but now yes. Fields drops back. He's getting pressured, and he overthrows Master Teague. They will go 3 and out, 4th and 9, and Fields is down. I don't know if he's
talked about
down.
And we've talked about Ohio State. They got a great offensive line. Obviously, Wyatt Davis is going to be a top pick in the NFL. But tonight especially, they got to protect Justin Fields because his ribs got blistered last week in the national semifinal against Clemson. So they got to protect him, especially tonight against this very ferocious Alabama defense. Can they do it? We'll see if they're up to the challenge. But it's definitely going to be a dogfight for both teams.
And if you see on that last play, Fields got hit in both ribs at 2 times as the Ohio State punter punts the ball away. It will land and be fair caught at the 12-yard line. 2:32 left, or 12:32 left.
Second quarter of the national championship.
Yeah, Fields is definitely hurting. Like you can see, he has an extra rib pad.
Yeah.
All right, we got a good question. Justin Jefferson or Calvin Ridley based on production? I'm going to go Justin Jefferson. He's younger. You get more years out of him, too, even though Calvin Ridley's really good. I like Justin Jefferson.
I mean, it's hard to ignore that Calvin Ridley. I mean, Julio Jones, as old as he is, he took over Julio Jones kind of as the number one receiver. He did. But Justin Jefferson took Adam Thielen as the Vikings' number 1 receiver.
Yeah. They both overtook a top 10 receiver.
It depends on, Ridley's catching passes from Matt Ryan. Jefferson is catching passes for Kirk Cousins. I don't know who's better right now because I feel like Matt's the better overall quarterback. But
I would agree. Matt Ryan's better than Kirk Cousins, for sure.
I'm going to go with Jefferson. I think he's got more potential, better future, more years in the league. Not by much. Not a huge factor because they're both real young, but I'm going to go with Jefferson.
Oh, for sure. Pat, who do you like better, Stephon Diggs or Justin Jefferson? Because they were traded for each other.
Before I answer that, I think both teams won that trade. I think we.
For sure. I think Stephon Diggs works perfectly in the Bills system. Justin Jefferson really works well with the Vikings.
I think I would pick Diggs though, because I kind of know a little bit more of what I get from Diggs, because Jefferson is still a little young. Like when Diggs went to the Bills, I thought it was going to be like when OBJ went to the Browns with Baker Mayfield, because I thought is he going to be too reliant on him? He's a young quarterback. He's a star receiver. But it's turned out to be the best tandem in the league. And Diggs is an experienced receiver. So if I could have one for the next 5 years or so, I think I would take Diggs.
All right. I could totally see that. We're going to have a little disagreements there. Diggs, great wide receiver. Jefferson, great wide receiver. I'm going to take Jefferson. You're going to take Diggs. I'm going to keep those questions going.
All right.
Well, yeah, keep the questions going. We don't care if they're – honestly, we don't care what the question is. Just keep asking it.
Honestly, just give us a right – we had a root beer question.
Yeah, give us some miscellaneous questions, like that root beer and orange soda question that Brendan was asking. So keep those random questions coming. Like, Pat, what's your favorite bank commercial? No.
Favorite what commercial?
I don't know. What's your favorite insurance commercial? Obviously, you got State Farm, you got Patrick's Price, Rogers Rate, Allstate, you got You're in Good Hands, Geico, you got the Gecko.
Actually, I got to say, I like Aflac with Nick Saban.
Oh, yeah. And then you obviously got Progressive with Flo. I'm going to go Rogers and Mahomes down at State Farm. Oh, good one.
Classic.
What is your favorite Jolly Rancher flavor as
favorite Jolly Rancher flavor? Yeah. I mean, blue raspberry would probably be my favorite, but that's kind of what
I like. Watermelon.
So I'm gonna eliminate that one.
I'm a big.
I gotta agree. Guy. I like watermelon. Watermelon's a really good number.
Big watermelon guy. All right, Pat. Is it?
I say
Is it 1st and 10 for you?
Yeah, 1st and 10. Oh, he just lost the football. That is not a forward pass. That is a fumble recovery by Ohio State.
Jones, that is not a pass. That is a fumble by Mac Jones, recovered by Ohio State. Yep, they called it. That like he just punched it out.
He like dropped the ball to the ground.
Yeah, totally.
Like it wasn't even pressure that got the ball out.
Would 100% agree with you on that one. Hey, we're up 2 subs. Thank you for the subscriptions. We're at 218 now. Thank you guys for subscribing.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, Pat. We didn't even ask for the subscription, so thank you. Like we do the normal call out. I will, and sometimes you're like, don't forget to subscribe, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram, blah blah blah. But yeah, thank you guys for the extra subscriptions. But yeah, make sure you follow us on Instagram. We post all our updates up there. Follow us on Instagram at Zoomer.sports on Instagram. We're on TikTok at Zoomer.sports on TikTok. Most of these guys are probably from the TikTok, so make sure you're following that Instagram if you're not. And then obviously don't forget to listen. Pat, we actually have an announcement. Pat and I will be having a Cubs player on the next podcast. So that's big.
Who is it again? Who you say was again?
Cole Franklin. Oh, Ohio State dropped it, but pass interference.
Oh, yeah, that was a wide open pass in the end zone. But this is probably going to get. It's probably a free play.
Definitely pass interference, I'd say.
Yeah.
All right, what's Deshaun Watson's most probable landing spot besides Miami? Obviously, I could see him going to Minnesota, but you're gonna have to give up a lot. Chicago, no way. The Bears don't have the assets to get Watson. Indianapolis, maybe. Who knows? That would be really special. They would definitely have to give up Nakeem Hines or Marlon Mack or someone big for that one.
Just what would be a really good spot that no one's talking about? That would, I think.
What, New England?
I think the Falcons would be a really good fit.
Oh, the Falcons would be a great spot.
Obviously, Matt Ryan's
a fantastic spot.
And they're probably looking to trade Julio
Touchdown,
Jones
Ohio State.
Use a number 1 receiver. So they can get Deshaun Watson with Julio Jones in the trade package. And then obviously he's from Georgia, so he'd love playing there.
Yeah.
They got an offensive line, not great, but decent. Better than Houston's. And he's a playmaker, so that wouldn't be a problem for him.
Yeah, but touchdown, Master Teague, 5-yard rushing touchdown. And it's 13-14. The extra point ensuing will tie the game if made. All right, we got a good one here. Yeah, for Master Teague. He's looking maybe – do they have a championship MVP like they do in all of the professional sports? And the extra point is good. The PAT is good. Do they have that? Like a World Series MVP, a Super Bowl MVP. Do they have that for the national championship? I feel like they have to.
They have like most outstanding player of the game, but I don't think they get like a trophy or anything, which doesn't really make sense.
Because right now, I'd say Master Teague is the front runner.
No question.
All right, we got a good one, Pat. We're at a commercial break. So, what's your Chick-fil-A order, Brandon? I'm a nuggets guy. I'm a 12-piece. I get a side of barbecue, 12-piece nugget, fries, large lemonade. That homemade lemonade's pretty good. That's my order from Chick-fil-A. What do you go, Pat?
I've been going to Chick-fil-A so much in the last year and a half to 2 years. I probably went 2 times in my life prior to that. I've gone 50 times probably in the last 2 years. I love going to Chick-fil-A. My go-to meal, I get the 4-piece chicken strips with the buffalo sauce, fries, and a vanilla shake. That's my go-to order.
You're a chicken strip guy?
I'm a chicken strip guy. A lot of people go for the sandwich.
Popeye's better spicy sandwich. Chick-fil-A better regular sandwich.
Would have to agree with that.
All right, Pat. Who would you say is your top 10 running backs in the league?
Top 10. So I'm going to be leaving some things out.
I'm going to write mine down real fast while you go.
I'm going to go.
I'm going to go in no order.
I'm just going to go top 10 running backs. It would have to be Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey. So that's 5. Then Nick Chubb, Aaron Jones.
Trying to think of who else.
Nick Chubb, Aaron Jones. Gosh, I'm forgetting some guys.
So am I.
Dude,
You say I'd say Zeke's still top 10.
Oh, Zeke. Yeah, that's who I
I
forgot
still
about.
Zeke.
Zeke.
Oh, do you put Eckler top 10? Austin
No.
Eckler. What about Josh Jacobs? I put Josh Jacobs top 10.
Oh, Josh Jacobs for sure, yeah.
And then do you put Clyde Edwards-Helaire at that 10 spot?
I gotta think about that one. I could
Yeah,
go
obviously you got Clyde you could put there, Eckler. You could put
not Le'Veon Bell. Not Melvin
no,
Gordon.
not Le'Veon Bell. No.
Todd Gurley. No.
No, I don't like Gurley there. Well, yeah, that's a great question, Warren.
Great question. Oh, no, not Kenyon Drake.
Oh, Kenyon Drake.
Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Eckler maybe in that 10th spot. I don't know. I think I'm forgetting someone big.
You're gonna give it to Eckler. I'm gonna give it to.
What do you think?
I know I'm forgetting about someone.
Do you think Antonio Gibson's up there? Miles Sanders. That's who we're forgetting.
Miles Sanders-ish.
I would put Miles
maybe.
Sanders. Master Teague looking like a master out there, just balling out.
Hold on. I'm gonna restart my list. Henry, Barkley, Cook, McCaffrey, Zeke, Kamara, Chubb, Jones, Jacobs.
Peace out, Warren. Peace out, Warren's got a dip, so peace out, Warren. I wouldn't put Kareem Hunt in there. Who's that? I've never seen that reporter before. Because Tom Rinaldi left for the Fox job.
Yeah.
Mac Jones coming out.
Mac everything.
Game. That was actually Mac Jones' first lost fumble, believe it or not, in his career.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Granted, he's only played this year. This is your Trubisky. Mac Jones is your Trubisky. He's only played 1 year. You could see that because he was behind Tua and Jalen his whole career.
Look what happened to Tua. He can't throw to save his life in the NFL.
Yeah, that's true. Ryan Fitzpatrick's about
Wait, was that not a
great catch by Devontae Smith?
No, that fumble by Mac Jones, that wasn't a fumble?
That was
then how come Alabama ball back?
Ohio State just scored.
Ohio State, yeah, Master Teague had a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
14-14.
Oh, that's right.
That was a great catch by Devontae Smith, though.
How the score was.
Yeah,
great
Antonio.
Catch.
We got Antonio Gibson coming in at 10th spot on Brendan's list in the comments.
You know, I'm just going to take everything he's done in his career up to account. I'm going to say Gurley gets the 10th spot.
Really?
Because I know what he can do.
Really tied?
Yeah.
All right. It's Mac Jones.
I know I'm forgetting.
Fires it to Smith again. Smith is easily going to have 150 yards this game. Easy.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, Jonathan Taylor. Brendan, Lamar Jackson, number 11.
I mean, if you're talking about best running back, he would be one of the best if he played running back. Yes. Yeah, I did. Not top 10.
Yeah, I don't think he's top 10.
Oh, big hole for Najee Harris. Not a big hole, but
yeah, they didn't hurdle anybody.
And Najee Harris getting about a 14-yard gain as they shoved him.
Yeah, he's inside the 35.
Who do you think's gonna have a better NFL career, Najee Harris or Travis Etienne?
I'm gonna say Etienne. I think
he's more versatile.
Talent. Yeah, he's more versatile. He can catch passes. He's been dominant. Najee Harris, I think, last year because Damian Harris and Josh Jacobs obviously were there before him. But yeah, Etienne's been doing it his entire career. I think he has more upside. I think he's the better NFL back. I think he's going to last long in the league. I'm going to go Etienne.
I agree with you on that one. As Jones scrambles, he will be short of the first down. I think he probably gets 8 or 9 yards on that.
Yeah, about that. I mean, I'm just impressed. I did not think Mac Jones could fill in the shoes of Tua
and Jalen
this year.
Well, Jalen, granted,
I was Yeah, I wasn't even thinking of him as being the starter. I thought it was going to be Bryce Young.
Yeah, so did
So
I.
I was surprised he didn't play. I was like, really? They went with Jones.
Pat, remember our big rant about Kevin Warren at like the beginning of the college football season? That seems like yesterday. Now we're in the
that was so
playoff.
fun. Oh, Najee hurtled over the defense into the end zone.
Bingo, bongo.
Said it right there.
Touchdown, Alabama.
The most commonly said phrase in college football.
What?
Touchdown, Alabama.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, Alabama, 26-yard receiving touchdown from Najee Harris. Is that a second touchdown in the game? I think he had a
I
rushing
think
one.
it is.
Yeah, he had a rushing one earlier.
Yeah, Devontae Smith got one, and then Najee Harris.
Yeah, so
not a catch, but actually, yeah, it was good. Made it in the end zone.
yeah, but yeah, great hurdle there. Looking like a great running back. Do kickers in the NCAA ever miss extra points? Because it's only 20 yards. I don't
know.
That kick. I know I can make that kick because I have.
Oh, I think I have video of me making the kick before. I mean, obviously, don't do it a whole lot, but obviously,
I don't do it a lot either.
I think it's safe to say we'd both be better kickers than Sarah Fuller
or Cody Parkey.
Oh yeah,
Cody Parkey, double doink. Did you see he hit the upright as the Browns kicker too?
Yeah.
Cody Parkey is terrible. Terrible. Worst kicker in NFL history. And what's even worse is that Cody Parkey is a Pro Bowl. That just shows the Pro Bowl means nothing.
He made the Pro Bowl, I think it was with the Eagles against his tonight, the team he lost to.
Yeah.
Because Doug Peterson called the time on the block the kick. But
bogus. PTSD.
He hasn't been the same.
He was terrible that year. He hit the upright 4 times against the Lions. In the game. One game, he hit the upright 4 times.
I mean, at this point, he has a better career than the post office. Because he can hit the post.
Maybe he should become a power forward in the NBA. But he's like 5'10".
I mean, he probably played soccer his whole life and then just walked onto his high school team and thought that kicking was just going to be the same craft. It's clearly not.
I mean, he made it to the NFL, so we got to give him respect there.
No,
Cody Parkey, definitely not the greatest kicker in NFL history. He's no Adam Vinatieri or Morton Anderson, Sebastian Janikowski.
No, the fact that Vinatieri could play.
He was 48 when he retired? He retired this year. He got replaced by Rodrigo.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
The Rex Specs.
So disappointed, though, that he missed that kick against the Colts. No, against the Bills.
Yeah. Disappointed in Rodrigo. I mean, the game would have been tied because they were down 3.
It would have.
Pat, I think maybe we need to. Oh, my bad. My bad, Pat.
No, that was good. I had to unmute.
Oh, yeah. I forget what I was going to say, but keep those questions coming in the chat. It doesn't have to be football related. It can be anything related. We had some questions about Chick-fil-A, soda. Just keep it all coming. But yeah, we had an Alabama fan, Dalton Strozer, in the comments. Big Alabama fan. He's got Alabama as his logo or his profile photo. So we got some big Alabama fans. Hey, we're up to 219 subs. Thank you guys for the subscriptions. Thank you guys for the subs. What, Pat?
What did we start the night with? How many? Like 206?
We started the night with 215, so we're up 4.
Oh, pretty good for one live stream.
Yeah, we'll take it. You know what, guys? Let's get that subscription. Let's get it to 225. If we can get it to 225, let's get it to 225 by halftime. 225 by the end of halftime. So if you're watching, share it with everyone you know. Hit that share button. Send it. Post it on your stories. Send it. Just send out this live stream. We got to get to 225 by the second half. By the end of the second half. Or by the end of the first half.
I mean, we ain't gonna plan on stopping anytime soon with subscribers. So, heck,
Yeah,
if you could
subscribe.
help us get the diamond play button.
That's a long time away, Pat.
Obviously, a long time away. That's like
But
what 10
one
million
sub
subscribers.
is closer. One sub is like 1.00001% closer.
One sub at a time. Just keep them coming.
Yeah, but Pat and I were having Cubs player Cole Franklin on a show upcoming, so you're definitely going to want to hit that subscribe button so you want to see that episode. We've had MLB player Mark Payton on the past, Illinois basketball DJ Richardson. Pat and I will have Cole Franklin, Chicago Cubs player on the team, so definitely want to check that out. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at zoomer.sports so you don't miss any notifications or information because we post everything there. Isn't that right, Pat?
Oh, a huge run for Justin Fields. Up to the 45.
Yeah, huge scramble for Justin Fields. Getting the first down. Huge first down.
Huge. Now they got to tie up the game at 21, make it a game. Yeah, I think we're on – huge hole. He's at the 20, down at the 15.
2 runs back-to-back. Justin Fields very agile quarterback. Same thing you could say with Trevor Lawrence. I think Lawrence is a way better arm and way better knowledge of the game, I'd say.
I mean, what is his weakness? Does he have one?
He's lost
He's a
twice
good
in his career. That was a great run by Master Teague, that last play. Master Teague looking really good.
Filling in for Trey Sermon very well.
Yeah, definitely looking very good out on the field.
It's definitely clearly going to be a running team this game.
All right, we got a good question. Top quarterbacks in the NFL. Obviously, you got your Mahomes, Rodgers, Wilson, Josh Allen, Deshaun Watson, Tom Brady. I think that's your top group as best quarterbacks in the NFL. That's my top 6 or 7.
I'm going to go top
in there. Lamar Jackson I put in there. Top 7 or 8.
I'm going to go top tiers based on how they played this season. So tier 1, I would put Mahomes, Allen,
Rodgers for sure.
Brady, Rodgers. I don't think I'm going to put Russell Wilson in there. I think he slid too much at the end of the year.
He had a huge slide at the second half of the season.
I'm going to put him first in that second tier. So second tier would be Wilson, Watson, Jackson,
Breeze.
I'd say Big Ben is tier 3.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'd put Dak Prescott in that second tier, but he got hurt. He had a very good first couple weeks.
Yeah, I think that he's going to be the lock for comeback player of the year next year, depending on which team he's on.
If Dak Prescott, unless Jerry Jones pays him crazy money, Dak Prescott, if you want to win a Super Bowl, go to Indianapolis. Go to Indy.
No, why would they pay Zeke before they pay Dak? That makes no sense.
Well, I don't know. It's Jerry Jones. He doesn't make sense.
Jerry Jones, he's not a great owner. He makes decisions based on he knows the guy who knows the guy, not the guy who actually shows up and puts in the work. That's not how it should work. That's why Jason Garrett was the coach for so many years, because of the relationship with Jerry Jones. But he didn't know when to move off. He's overrated as an owner.
Well, looking at it so far, Jason Garrett looks like a better coach than Mike McCarthy. That's just my opinion.
No, he might get the Chargers job. Him with Justin Herbert. That would be a pretty good fit, I think.
I think Eric Bieniemy and the Chiefs would go really well with Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, Eric Bieniemy would go really well. I think Joe Brady would go really well with Justin Herbert. That's just my opinion of who I think the NFL, what coaches would work best with Justin Herbert. You back, Pat?
Yeah, I just had something I had to deal with.
Yeah,
but I'm back.
Yeah.
Let me have the situation.
Yeah, I think who I think would work best with Justin Herbert is Joe Brady and Eric Bieniemy, because Joe Brady, you had Joe Burrow. He kind of molded him into what he is now with the Bengals. Obviously, got hurt. And then Bieniemy has developed Mahomes way more than Matt Nagy did. Matt Nagy was all Alex Smith.
Yeah. I think that when you're looking at coaching candidates for young quarterbacks, I think it's got to be an offensive coach. Someone like a veteran quarterback, you got to give him a defensive coach because they know the offense. They don't need him. Rodgers and LaFleur, I think, is a rare example because he was obviously the offensive coordinator for the Titans. They've worked well. That's an exception. I think that someone like Robert Saleh, he's the defensive coordinator on San Francisco. I think he should go to a team like
or
Detroit
Matt
that has
the defensive coordinator for Indy.
Yeah, those guys should go to a team that has a veteran quarterback and has like Detroit's got receivers. I think that they just need coaching on the defense which Matt Patricia, he's a defensive coach and he couldn't provide that. So I think Robert Saleh would be, or who was the other candidate you said?
Matt Eberflus. Matt Eberflus.
Yeah, those should be the candidates for like the Lions. I mean, the job's open right now. It's the Eagles, the Chargers, Jacksonville, the Jets, the Lions, the Falcons, the Texans. I think the best jobs available right now, Texans if Deshaun stays, and then LA.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But we are back. 6:17 left to go in the second. Ohio State has it inside the 20. Will they continue to run the ball?
I think they do. Alabama hasn't been able to stop Master Teague yet.
But there is no one in the backfield. Oh, in motion. 3rd down, 11. Yeah, they're going to throw it. Oh, is that a fumble? No, that's an incomplete pass. Oh, but a flag. That's got to be targeting.
There's no way it's not targeting. If they called who was it they called targeting on Clemson? Their captain. I forget.
Skulky.
Yeah, Skulky.
Yeah, my head.
He has a nice mustache, that Skulski. I'll be quiet. Sorry.
No.
That was pretty good.
We need some humor in the pot.
We'll take the third man crew. Former college baseball player. He has the record for most hit batsmen to start a game in NCAA history.
In one inning, but
Former
still.
Augustana alum.
Former Augustana baseball player and mostly well known as Patrick Stad. Pat, do you want to introduce
John.
Thunder John?
Thunder John, as they call him.
All right, it's an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance tonight as we watch this National Football Championship. Now, off me, back to the main people.
You've heard it all, folks.
Thunder John.
Let's see. Boom! Crown of the helmet.
Big time moments.
Skalski him.
Skalski.
I got him right in the Skalski.
Hit him like a bullet train.
Yeah.
Flattened him out.
Gave him snot bubbles. Coco, you just either chill. Let me see if the touchdown happens.
Dude, his head like rattles from that.
I know.
It's just like so weird to watch.
That was a huge hit.
That's targeting for sure.
Okay, yeah, call's confirmed.
Get him out of there.
Half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
Kirk Herbstreit. It's the rule. It's the rule. We gotta agree on it.
Jordan Battle's been disqualified from the game.
Well, and he won't be able to play in the first half of next year's season. Of the opener.
I mean, he's a freshman.
He's a freshman?
I think so. I know they have a lot of freshmen on
He's
defense.
definitely about to cry right now. Looking at him, he is about to cry.
It's going to be his one crying moment.
He is holding back tears. We're about to have a crying Jordan, crying LeBron moment.
Here comes the water.
It has to be the next. There's Michael Jordan, and then there's Jordan Battle when it comes to crying memes.
Whoa.
That's Olave. I think he's 5.
Yeah. Pat, we got a good question, Pat, in the comments. Pat, they want to know what your dad's favorite root beer brand is.
Oh, what's your favorite root beer brand? Out of the big three, or any brand?
The big three
I don't
are
know. I like. Oh, go ahead.
the big three.
I just like to say the word mug. Mug root beer. Sounds
Mug.
satisfying, right?
All right, mug.
A&W is boring. Higher, mug.
What about
Go with
Spreckers?
Mug. Ooh, Spreckers is tasty.
Yeah,
Oh,
Spreckers
no.
is good.
Stop. Hold the phone. Culver's root beer is the bomb.
Culver's root beer?
It's the way it is.
Culver's root beer is pretty good.
Yeah, the one at the soda machine one?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. I didn't think about that one.
Solid.
Culver's root beer.
You take that Culver's, you put it in your cup, a little ice. Next stop, Cloud9.
Man, I forgot about Culver's.
I was thinking more like, I was just going through like all the cans in my head.
Oh, you kidding me? Ooh.
Oh, almost an interception. Patrick Surtain, the second son from the Dolphins, Patrick Surtain. Former NFL DB himself.
What the heck?
Yeah, that
ball definitely should have
been. Farrell, the tight end. I don't know where he was going though.
Just a minute.
Oh, Pat, what is your thoughts on Javon Wims dropping that touchdown yesterday?
Oh my God, I would have caught that pass. You talk about butterfingers. Talk about. I mean that's a practice squad receiver.
It was really like it was like his hands were like greased up, like he just like stuck his hands in like an air fryer, like not an air fryer, like wherever you put the fries in the fryer.
I mean,
Fry basket.
With the Bayless playing 500 and then he got the fishbowl penalty. I mean, oh my gosh.
It's so sad.
I mean, that went right through. It could have not been any more right through. Like, just put your hands out, like.
Just a moment, okay?
Put it in a position to catch.
Ohio State's lucky to get away with a field goal there. That ball should have been picked before.
It should have.
You know, I really just want. I think there's only like 4 NBA teams that are allowing fans. I want to go see this young Bulls team play live.
Yeah, I want to see Patrick Williams,
Wendell Carter Jr.
Zach LaVine. Not been to a Bulls game in a while, so.
I haven't been to a Bulls game since I think I went to one year. I went to Wendell Carter's rookie year was the last Bulls game I went to.
I think I saw them. Huh? Let's go. I think I saw them play the Wizards once, and then I saw them play the Magic. And that was like 8 years ago, so it's been a while.
Yeah, the last game I went and saw was Wendell Carter's rookie year. They played the Magic, and Mo Bamba was on that team. And that was back when Mo Bamba, the song, was very popular. Just imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, Mo Bamba is like just a joke. Imagine a rap song being more famous than you, and you're an NBA player. That's just hilarious.
That's sad. No, I remember
it's sad that a rap song is more famous than the basketball player himself, Mo Bamba.
It's just Mo Bamba was like friends with Sheck West, and he's just like, "Hey, can you shout me out in one of your songs? Just shout me out in the lyrics." You didn't have to make the whole song after him, especially when it's just the spotlight on him, show how much he's busted his potential in the NBA. Like, I mean, to be fair on the Magic, he doesn't really have a place in that team because they got good forwards, but
Nikola Vekovic, Jonathan Isaac. I really like Jonathan Isaac. He needs to stay healthy.
Yeah, Jonathan, good.
He needs to stay healthy. Jonathan Isaac needs to stay healthy.
Yeah.
This second quarter is going way slower than the first quarter.
Yeah, a lot slower, but more time to answer questions. So we got about 5 minutes left till halftime. We're going to shut it off from there. But, yeah, keep the questions coming.
Hey, we're at 220. We're at 220 subs.
220.
All right, let's get one more sub a minute. Let's get the 225. So if you're in here, we've had over 180 views today on this live, Pat.
180.
Yeah. People popping in and out.
Progress.
So, yeah, if you're just joining us, please sub. We're at 220. We're trying to get to 225 by the end of the half. Let's go. Alabama, Ohio State. I like the Crimson Tide this game. I don't think the Buckeyes pull it off. I like Saban and the boys.
I like Saban. I think they're going to win, and I want them to win. Devontae Smith, best football player in the country.
For sure. He's the Heisman winner.
And then if you could have Mac Jones win a national championship along with Tua, Alabama quarterbacks, he's obviously trying to name himself in the NFL as well as Justin Fields. I think Mac Jones gets it done. I trust him more. But just completes it. John Mechie. Tight window, but is able to corral it in.
Yeah, off the second 15.
I'm surprised at how many. I mean, I was hearing I was looking in July and June, these are the dates for the college football playoff. Mark your calendar. I was like, dude, it's not going to happen. The fact that we're even having a national championship with fans in the stands.
It's awesome.
I never could have imagined it would be this. I was doubting we were going to have a college football season at all.
All right, and then we got a question: what teams are allowing fans? The Atlanta Hawks, I believe, are. So are the Tampa Bay Raptors, because they're not the Toronto Raptors this year. They're playing at the Lightning Stadium in Tampa Bay, and I believe the Miami Heat and the Orlando Magic. What?
I thought the Jazz allow fans too.
All right, yes, the Jazz. So we got 5 teams allowing fans right now in the NBA.
And I think do the Grizzlies allow fans?
They might too. So we got 6.
Oh, Devontae Smith in stride inside the 20. That's what he does.
Honestly,
separation.
Pat, I just want the Pacers to allow fans. We could drive down there for a basketball game.
Oh, speaking of the Pacers, the entire NCAA tournament this year
is in the state of Indiana.
In the entire state of Indiana.
Which we're only 3 hours away from. What a catch by Devontae Smith.
Oh, yeah, I'm a little ahead. Yeah, I'm going to pause it. Let me know when they snap the next play.
All right. But, yeah, we're looking for – we have said it. If they are allowing fans – if Illinois is too far from those, dude, no. Chicagoland area, we're 2 hours from Purdue, 3 hours from Indianapolis. Come on, Brendan. We're really close.
No other stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, Pat and I, we're just gonna release information. If they allow fans to the NCAA tournament, Pat, Thunder John, and I, and then maybe the old Will McKinnon, we'll do a video. We'll do a Zoomer Sports a vlog type video at March Madness. You down for that, Pat?
Absolutely.
They just have to allow fans.
Can I go ask my dad right now if he was right about that? Because I believe he said he would.
No, we could get it later time.
Yeah, I'll get it later tonight. We'll get the details in the next live stream.
Oh, you mean?
Okay, did you?
Yeah. All right, I get you. Bro.
Wait, where are you at right now in the game?
All right. First and goal.
Oh, okay.
So I'm ahead. That was my bad. Yeah. I forgot to tell you to snap it, but.
You're good.
Right now,
you want to play?
What?
Are you on a play right now with a flag?
No. Right now, Jones is snapping the ball, and first and goal.
Okay.
So Jones rolling out to the right, over to Devontae Smith, touchdown Alabama.
There we go. That's what they do.
That's his second touchdown of the game. That's Mac Jones' third touchdown thrown. And I'm telling you, roll Tide. The Alabama Crimson Tide are going to roll past this Ohio State Buckeyes team. That's just how it's going to be. And then we got a healthy amount. Make sure you sub to our YouTube here. You're listening, you're watching. We're going to have MLB players on the show. You don't want to miss it, so subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're trying to get to 225 by the end of the half. Let's hit that goal. Right now, I'm going to look. We were just at 220. I don't know if we've gone up. We're still at 220. Honestly, I take 220, but I think we can do better. We can do better. Wouldn't you agree,
I think
Pat?
we can definitely get 1 or 2 more. If not, 5 would be great. So as many subs as possible.
Yeah. In. There's Mac Jones for that great touchdown of Devontae Smith. Yeah, we've had over 180 people watching our live stream cumulative tonight. So we'll take that.
Wow. What's the most? Is that the most?
It's up to 190 now. No, the most we had. Yeah, the most we had was on the Illinois Duke game. We got up to 270, like cumulative. And then our most played video is the Will and I porn stars versus baseball players. That's just 900. And Pat, our video, I think our college football playoff is at like a 500. Pat, one of our episodes is the second.
Wow.
Yeah, Pat. We have one I think at 300. We have one at 210, 174, 108. Yeah, we have a lot of ones that are up there. Yeah, 211, 105, 144 top Chicago moments. But yeah.
Devontae Smith is at 173 receiving today, so I guess it was a good bet.
Definitely good on the over for Devontae Smith.
Yeah, good prediction that he would get 150 in the game.
Yeah, the Illinois Duke stream was amazing. I mean, I tried to get John Loggeman and Cooper Dirks, the infamous John Loggeman, Professor Splash, to join. But Cooper...
Yeah,
we're oh, nothing. Oh, Master Teague, I thought would have had that ball.
He dropped it.
Are you behind?
Oh. I'm in 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, we're good.
Dude, let me know when they snap it on 3rd down and 10. You have to be synced.
No,
Pat, you're good. You can play. It's 3rd down.
Okay.
Move fast forward when they're not doing a commercial.
No, it's the TV that might be the issue.
No, I'm on Hulu. That's what it is. Because I'm not on.
Oh, okay.
Cable. That's why it's Hulu's just behind in general.
Terrible decision. He was gonna get tackled right away. I think Ohio State's calling it quits here.
They're looking like how Clemson started to look against Ohio State when they started to pull away.
Yeah, I think Alabama bears them here.
As Ohio State will be forced to punt. I think if Alabama scores on a touchdown before halftime, this game is going to be called, or it's not going to be over, but it's going to be pretty much over. That's just how I feel.
Fun fact, Alabama has never won the college football playoff as the number 1 seed. So this would be a first.
It would be a first. That is a great observation. I did not realize that. Thanks for bringing that up. I didn't realize that at all because remember they lost as the number 1 seed to Ohio State the first time the college football playoff was a thing.
Yeah, Cardell Jones, who is now with the DC Defenders.
Of the XFL, who is now – the XFL is actually owned by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson now.
No, I think he's going to hype up the XFL to a new level. I think he's going to do some great things.
I do too. I think The Rock's going to make some good moves in the XFL.
I mean, wasn't the previous owner, wasn't it Andrew Luck's like dad or uncle or something like that?
I mean, Curtis Luck, I think, or what was it? It was someone Luck. It was someone Luck. Oliver Luck, yeah. Oh, was Oliver Luck the AAF?
No, he was the XFL, but then they had to go bank.
Charlie Ebersol was the AAF. Yeah, that's yeah. We're right.
Oh, I don't think I ever followed the AAF, so I did not know that.
The AAF was not good at all. The AAF was terrible. We're at 221 subs.
221.
Slowly increasing. Let's get that up to 225.
In these last 2.5 minutes.
I don't know if we'll get it, but I'll be glad if we do get it.
The time is 2:21 right now in the game, and we have 221 subscribers. So
that's a sign from the universe to bump it up.
You just subscribed? Okay, so that was.
Let's go.
I think my dad was the one because he just said he just resubscribed.
Yeah,
I was on the fence for a while.
Yeah. Oh, wow. They've been passing it a lot on those screen passes to Harris.
Yeah, a lot of screen passes to Harris. And there's been a few screens to Smith, and he's just ran all over the Ohio State defense.
Yeah. Yeah, Ohio State doesn't look like they're going for it. They're not figuring out Bama on the offensive side. Well, their defense, Bama's offense. Jones again. He's going to look for DeVonta Smith.
DeVonta Smith might have 300 yards at the end of this game.
He's got well over 200 now. Oh, my gosh.
Just keep feeding him. He's hot. Keep feeding him.
He's hungry. I mean, I'm not going to call him the cheetah because that's Tyreek Hill, but man, he does not need to take a nap.
I mean, it's 35, or it's going to be 35-17. There's no way they'd miss the extra point, I don't think.
The Ohio State secondary forgot to set the alarm clock.
Oh, Pat, you will never believe who just joined the chat.
Who?
The infamous Scott Perry.
Ooh. Scott Perry. More like, I forgot all the...
I remember he said not Will McKinnon or Will said not Merry Christmas, and he's like, I hope you have a terrible holiday season.
It's like hot dairy.
Yeah.
Not
scary, not scary Perry.
More like hot dairy because this take is rotten.
Have I seen Tyreek's TikTok? I have not.
Wait. That guy's got to be a linebacker. 32 in Ohio State. He is slow.
Yeah, very slow.
Wait. Any sighting in the comments of Des Newts?
That was Travis. He's been in there, but he wasn't saying that.
Oh, that was his burner account?
Was yeah, that's what he was saying all the time.
Okay. Okay, the only reason I think DeVonta Smith could bust in the NFL, he's not a huge receiver. He's like a Marvin Harrison type. Well, Tyreek Hill's got some muscle.
I mean, Marvin Harrison's a Hall of Famer, so.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison, Isaac Bruce. He's got that kind of body type, I think. He's 6'1".
A Hall of Famer too?
He's 6'1", 175. So his durability, can he take big hits? We'll see. Because when you face the NFL defenses, it's going to be a lot more physical. So, and he's not going to be that wide open every play because defenses they're not going to allow that. So I think he can make he'll make a good amount of Pro Bowls. I just don't think he's not going to make 10 Pro Bowls. He's going to make 4 or 5.
That's still Hall of Fame material, perhaps.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, you can't say a guy's an NFL Hall of Famer when he's in college. You just can't say that.
No.
Dude, Hard Rock Stadium looks so different now than when it did 5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years ago. I mean,
it had no roof or had no covers. No shade cover.
I feel like Hard Rock Stadium is right on the boundary of a dome and a normal stadium.
Yeah, only the field if it rains, only the field gets wet. The stands are fine.
Yeah.
I feel like that might create some very bad shadows, though. That might be the only issue.
Holding on Ohio State.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Fields got out of that pocket, so if they don't hold, he's definitely getting sacked.
Let me see. DeVonta Smith has 215 yards, 3 touchdowns, 12 receptions in the first half.
Let's go for 20, DeVonta. You know what? I might order DeVonta Smith jersey after this game. I am a fan for life.
I would get his college jersey. I would not get his NFL jersey because I got to remember him for what he's done.
Yeah, at Bama. He won the Heisman. First receiver since Desmond Howard.
Yeah, it was 1991?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could put Charles Woodson, but he was more of a cornerback.
Yeah. No, he was a cornerback.
Yeah, but he did play a little receiver. But we got a good question here, or a good statement here. Imagine if Tampa wins the Super Bowl in Tampa.
Oh, that would be the best
pretty
Super Bowl
cool.
celebration.
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, there's never been a team with a home field advantage in the Super Bowl. So
the Vikings almost had it though.
Yeah, the Vikings almost had it. If Case Keenum.
You're not winning a Super Bowl with Case Keenum. It's like you're not going to win a Super Bowl with Rex Grossman.
Well, Case Keenum just showed up to the game with a hangover because that Diggs play. He got so excited. He didn't realize that he was going up against Foles. Like they did not game plan at all.
No, they just got destroyed that game.
Yeah.
I thought and then I remember they started the lead 7-0. And I think they lost 42-7. Like they never scored another point the rest of the game.
To Nick Foles.
A career backup.
Who were the Eagles? The Eagles receivers were Nelson Aguilar, who at the time could not catch anything.
He still can't catch anything. Nelson Aguilar.
Okay, he did have a solid year for the Raiders. I'll give him that.
Alshon Jeffrey had a good year that year.
Yeah, Alshon Jeffrey. I hate Alshon Jeffrey because he left
the Bears.
Obviously. Yeah.
I mean, you had Zach Ertz, good receiver. You had Brent Selleck, who retired, and then Garrett Blunt. Yeah, Trey Burton, who was terrible for the Bears.
Yeah. Jay Ajayi.
Yeah, he's actually. Do you know he's not in the league anymore? He is a esports gamer, Jay Ajayi.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw something like TikTok about him. He retired from the NFL to become an esports gamer. I found that was crazy.
That's a pretty interesting life after the NFL.
That's like Pat McAfee giving up $10 million in guaranteed money to join Barstool Sports. And then now look at him. He's got 1 million subscribers. And he's not even a part of Barstool anymore. He's on his own thing. He's got over 1 million subscribers.
I mean, he knew what he was doing. Best punter in the league. But we got an injured Ohio State player.
He's been injured for a while. Might be is it knee? I'm not 100% sure what part of the body he is injured. He has injured. Oh. So yeah, I don't. That injury, it looks pretty bad for the Ohio State guy.
Yeah, D lineman. I'm assuming. Yeah, D lineman. Obviously, Ohio State D line not the same as it was last year with Chase Young gone.
And Chase Young. This is a very different Ohio State team. No Chase Young. No Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah? I didn't hear his name once in the NFL this year. Not one time did I hear Jeff Okudah's name.
He was so much of a bust. No one was talking about him as a bust. And then you obviously got Damon Arnett gone from the secondary.
I mean, he can still change his name from being a bust, but his career's not looking promising so far.
Yeah. I mean, Ohio State, they make defense. I'd say the DBU. I'd say them and LSU are the DBU.
Well, they got Bradley Roby.
Bradley Roby, Marshawn Lattimore,
and Malik Hooker.
Malik Hooker. Who else?
I'm trying to think of who else.
Malcolm Jenkins.
Yeah, Malcolm Jenkins. Oh, Pat, we got a question. How tall are you?
How tall am I?
Yeah.
I am 5'9", about 140.
All right. You know, Pat's the sharpshooter for the Steam Machine, our Y-Ball Rec League team. You know, from the Duke, Illinois stream, and John Lageman and Cooper Dirks are on that team. John's our point guard. And what's Cooper?
3-point specialist. But
that should be you. That should be you. You're the 3-point specialist. You're a sharpshooter. And then I am the playmaker down in the post.
Yes, sir.
I would finally
he's the Monte Williams of the team.
Cooper?
No, you.
Oh, yeah. I'm the DeMonte Williams. And then, Pat, you'd be like the Andre Corbello.
Yeah.
And then Nolan,
Billy
Io. Billy cannot be.
Billy's-
I'm sorry, Billy's not Kofi. He is nothing like Kofi. We just don't have a Kofi.
He gets gassed.
we have no Kofi on our team. Billy can be Coleman Hawkins.
It's disappointing that there's no Y ball season this year.
I know.
So,
Steam Machine, we're gonna beat the Ballers this year.
we'll have a very important off season and
Train.
come back. Yeah. We were given when we lost to the G Ballers last year. We were giving them hope for the playoffs, but they don't know what's coming next year. Second and 4, 33 seconds to go. Obviously, they're thinking about field goal range at this point.
Yeah. 33 or how much seconds are left for you in the half?
33.
Yeah, same. So we're synced up. Number 16 kick. Alabama has really had not good kickers like ever. Like the kick six.
I mean, yeah. Do you know any Alabama? Do you know any schools because of the kickers? I mean, what schools produce kickers?
Florida
Can't really
State,
think of any.
Graham Gano, Sebastian Janikowski.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna say Roberto Aguayo because he was terrible in the NFL, but he went to Florida State.
Maybe who else? I feel like Memphis has a couple of guys. Steven Gostkowski, I know they have. Who? Last time out by Alabama.
Yeah, it looks like they're about at the 44-yard line. Oh,
Wow, hasn't missed a PAT or a field goal all season. Alabama's kicker.
and that's the first. That's like the first one. All right, no, not the 44. It looks like they're at the 48. Back when.
Does Alabama have a punter?
I don't know.
I mean, they probably don't need one.
They probably just send Mac Jones out there to kick it.
Honestly.
Or they just it's like they just send someone out for fun every different time.
Well, they're gonna have the first girl punter, but she never an opportunity.
Like you could have pulled any three of us off the street, and just put us in a uniform, and we would have made a better kick.
Like, yeah, I get it was a squib, but there's a reason you squibbed it because nobody starts a second half kick down by 28 with a squib. There's a reason you squibbed it. Mason Crosby for the Green Bay Packers had a 100% field goal rate last year. I've just been alerted in the chat.
Mason Crosby, how long was it?
No, he had a 100% field goal rate.
Oh, yeah.
Last year. Cairo Santos only missed 2 this year. He had like a streak of 27 in a row.
No, he was good for the Bears this year. I think Jason Sanders was the last remaining kicker. And then obviously Young Hoku, who missed the kick against the Chiefs.
The Chiefs that would have tied it and sent it to overtime.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't make a perfect season before that.
And then A.J. Terrell dropped an interception that would have sealed the game for the Falcons.
Yeah.
First rounder, too.
So 15 seconds. Man, this second quarter has been long, but
it's been a long second quarter. I mean,
it was 7 after the first quarter.
It's incomplete. They'll have to punt on 4th and 8, and I'm assuming that Ohio State's probably just going to take it back to the locker room.
Yeah, I would assume that's what they do. I don't think there's not enough time. Just like, don't be silly and throw an interception that they return for another touchdown.
Alabama, I think, gets the ball to start the second half, so
Yeah, they do
We'll
because
see.
he started it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's gonna be like 2-3 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, he ran into the punter.
Was that roughing the punt? Yeah, it's roughing the punter.
So yeah, it's gonna be first down Bama. Is that gonna knock him into field goal range maybe?
I mean, is it 15 yards? Is that how long?
I know the punter's name is Scott.
Scott Perry?
Scott Perry. Is that going to knock him into field goal range? That is the big question.
Wait, could he also be related to Trent Davidson, who also played at Alabama?
Oh, yeah. Trent Davidson played 2 games at Alabama.
He had like 1 career reception for 3 yards.
Do you want me to pull up his stats, Pat?
Yeah, sure. Let's see him.
Trent Davidson's stat. Dude, he was bragging about how he played at Alabama, and he played literally 1 game. Number 54. He played 1 game in 2004. He dressed for 11 games, but he had 1 kick. His only status, he had 1 kick return for 2 yards.
Oh my god!
And he was all hyped that he played football at Alabama. I'm like, dude, you played I think he quit after his freshman year because he was there for freshman year. He dressed for 11 games. 1 kick return for 2 yards, nothing else.
At least play somewhere where you can get playing time.
I mean, don't brag about playing at Alabama if you only played there, if you only had 1 statistic. All right, Pat. I think that's going to end it. 35-17, Alabama, Ohio State. Hopefully it's a great second half. This has been it for the live stream. Pat, final words.
We appreciate all the subscribers we allowed to gain through this live stream. Looking forward to a great second half. It was great to answer all the questions and live stream this first half with you guys. But we will see you in next podcast, the next live stream, whatever we may do.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Check us